of what's happened. Or not. At that time, as Shannon held her head, trying to protect her heart from the blight of Beatrice's words, Kennen ran in front of her. Kennen didn't care who this woman was. If this was an enemy tormenting Shannon, whom he loved and respected as a sister, nothing else mattered. Yeah, I think it's obvious who it is. It seemed Kennen also realized that the being standing before him was the witch of the portrait. And also that she was something to be feared.
シャノンに褒美を取らせたかっただけだが、わらわの言葉が過ぎ、いじめてしまったようだな。それは謝ろう。
I doubt you do.
だが、先ほどの約束は、そなたへの褒美として残している。わらわの力が必要ならば、いつでも呼び出すという。その方法はすでに教えた。では、これにて今宵は退散しよう。
I'd appreciate that.
敵意の眼差しは心地よくあるが、美容にはちと悪いのでな。
Fuck off.
消えろ。お前が何者か知らないが、お前はシャノンを脅かしている。二度と現れるな。
Kennen's words seemed to deeply annoy the witch.
言葉を選ばぬか下船め。
I'll get shit on.
わらわは敬う者に寛大だが、敬わぬ者には残酷であるぞ。
While she still smiled, the witch's face began to twist itself. Then an oppressive feeling that couldn't be noticed with any of the five senses gradually filled the room. Even though they couldn't understand it, they immediately realized it was something terrifying. When you swim in an ocean, something large passes by in the water beneath you, you want to escape to land even before you learn what it is. That's exactly what this was like.
おやめください、ベアトリーチェ様。カノン君はまだ子供なんです。言葉遣いについては謝ります。
Kennen placed his body between the witch and Shannon. There was intense sweat on its forehead. At that time, the witch certainly held Kennen's fate in the palm of her hand. I'm sure she does. She didn't even need to lift a finger. She held a grasp on his fate so tight that a single twist of her smile could easily crush it. Do it. Kennen understood that as well. I dare her to do it. Fucking do it. So he started sweating. His knees felt weak. However, Beatrice abruptly released that feeling of tension and laughed.
よかろう。そなたが求めるなら特別に許そう。カノンとやら彼女に免じて今宵は許して使わす。感謝するがよいぞ。さて、今宵はこれで退散する。別れの挨拶に一つ土産を残そう。二人とも左手の手のひらをこちらへかざす。
When Beatrice grinned broadly and snapped her fingers, their left hands stretched out in front of them against their will and their palms open. It was a strange sensation, as though only their left hands now belonged to someone else. It felt like only their left hands had become puppets, which was being pulled by strings hanging down from the ceiling.
これは何の真似だ。
Kennen resisted, but he couldn't retract his hand of his own free will.
騒ぐな。すぐに済む。
What? When Beatrice held her pipe aloft, a gold-colored sparkling dust came out of the smoke and hovered in the air. Can you not smoke on me, please? That sparkle eventually became several gold butterflies. The beautiful butterflies danced freely throughout the reception hall, forming a fantastical and beautiful world. Two of the butterflies aligned on the palms of Shannon and Kennen's hands. Ow. There's a sharp pain as though they'd been burned. When the two of them tried to examine their palms, that hold of that hold of their bodies, which had been there a second ago, had gone without a trace.
あざ、これは。
There was now a tiny burn mark on the palm of her hand, and it was the shape of like a butterfly.
これは何の真似だ。
Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Apparently, Kanan had the same mark on his hand. He stared at the witch hatefully.
単なる挨拶よ。体はない。
You burned the shit out of me.
ただのあざに過ぎぬからほんの数日で言えよ。
What the fuck?
手当ても必要ない。それはわらわが確かに今日ここにあり、そなたと約束を交わしたことを明日に忘れさせぬための印だ。
Fuck off.
わらわとの出会いは刺激が強い。翌朝にわらわとの出会いを夢か幻と思い込み忘れようとする人間も時にはいるのでな。ゆっくり考えるがいいぞ、シャン。そしてゆっくりと休む。明日の朝日に我が印を見て改めて考えてみるがいいだろう。わらわは何も強要せん。そなたが自らの意志で自由に未来を決めるがいい。もっとも欲する者の対価がその程度で済むとはな。貴恋をテーマに戯曲を書き上げた偉人たちが悔しがるぞ。
Beatrice, you can really just fuck right the hell off.
それでは縁があったらまた会おう。久しぶりの会話は実に楽しかったぞ。さらばだ、カグども。
Bye. Beatrice's body crumbled like smoke and blew away. It was golden smoke. No, a cloud of gold butterflies. They scattered in all directions inside the reception hall, leaving a golden splash before disappearing into thin air. After that, only the cold silence was left. It was so silent it made both of them think they might have been daydreaming until just a moment ago, which was why the witch had left those marks. She had done so to make it impossible for them to think of this as a daydream. As Shannon and Kanan remembered the butterfly bruises on their hands and the pain they'd felt when they'd been made, they kept standing still, stunned. And from that moment on, Shannon was tormented by days of suffering and conflict. Fucked up, man. Jesus. Oh, hello.
別部屋ってなんだよ。じゃあわざわざシャノンとジョージ兄さんは別の部屋に泊まったのかよ。
What?
はい。
What's going on here?
そんなにもおかしかったでしょうか。
Jessica's cheeks had been stuffed with a chocolate-coated chinsuko biscuit that Shannon had brought as a present from Okinawa. And it all came out, flying out as Shannon.
シャノンさ、何のために沖縄まで旅行に行ったんだよ。
And Shannon when Jessica cried out, fuck.
それもジョージ兄さんと二人っきりで。それはとても大きな水族館が沖縄にあるから、ぜひ。私お魚とか好きですし。いやだからさ、健全な男女がお泊まりありで旅行に行ったわけだろ。それでチューもなければギューもないのかよ。ましてや部屋は男女で別部屋ってなんだよ。
I gotta be in Jessica's camp in this one. Yeah, come on. I would have forgot. Oh, darn. I accidentally got a single room. Ah, shame.
チューについてはノーコメントです。 でも牛はありましたよ。
Wow, big leap there.
ジョージさんの胸温かかったです。そういうことじゃねえぜ。なあもう、なんだってこんなカップルがいるんだよ。なあもう、じれってえぜ。
That's excruciatingly slow. I'm sorry. That's just excruciatingly slow. Oh god. I just could not do that. That is just too slow. From Shannon's point of view, it was an incredibly happy trip for various reasons, but it looked like Jessica found their pace to be pretty irritating. It's slow. Speed it up a little bit. For a while, Jessica chewed her present, complaining about romance and pretending to fade in agony on her bed. Shannon and George had chosen to go to Okinawa because there's a huge aquarium there. They did this because an aquarium had given them the opportunity to start going out. Since their relationship had started at an aquarium, having their first overnight trip also be to an aquarium must have held some commemorative value.
そんな記念の節目の初のお泊まり旅行ならいろいろと進展するもんがあるはずだぜ。それが男女別部屋、カップルでシングルを2部屋。ああもう本当にどうかしてるぜ。
Yeah, that's just too slow. That's just too slow. How long have these guys known each other? How long have they been going out in this sense? Come on.
それはそのお互い独身の男女ですし。
And?
ジョージさんがそこをしっかりするのが男女のマナーだとおっしゃって。
George, get the fuck out of here.
だからそれを踏み越えるためのお泊まり旅行じゃねえのかよ。
I mean, come on, what else would be the point of an overnight trip? Come
も
on.
はやチューとかギューとかのレベルじゃねえぜ。お嬢様がどういう意味でおっしゃってるのかわかりませんが、ジョージ様は最後まで本当に真摯でいてくださいました。それは私もそういうことがあるか。でも私別に結婚してるわけじゃないし、お嬢様が期待されているようなこと、ちゃんと神様の前で誓いを立てて。
Shannon's face got bright red. She made a circle with both hands restlessly intertwining, separating and making heart marks with them. Apparently, the dramatic progress Jessica had looked forward to hadn't happened, but it seemed to have been a very important experience for Shannon in her own way. In the end, whether Jessica was jealous of Shannon or made fun of her, it didn't change the fact that Shannon had a huge lead on her. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's like, at that pace, that breakneck speed you guys are going, you guys will be 80 before you guys get married. Holy hell.
お嬢様は素敵な方ですから、私なんかよりきっと素敵な方がすぐに現れます。
I mean, that's a little late for that, but you know.
そういう慰めはいらねえぜ。シャロンの裏切り者、出ていけ、うぜー。
Jessica threw several cushions at her, but midway, she had an asthma attack and started to choke pretty badly. Shannon hurriedly ran over to a nearby side table and started searching around on top of it. A cute basket was placed there, and inside of it was Jessica's bronchodilator. Shannon picked it up and handed it over to Jessica. Jessica's asthma attacks always came suddenly. That's why they're called asthma attacks. It's not like, you know, warnings. Because of that, she always needed to carry this medicine around. Understandably. She breathed in the medicine and after a while managed to overcome her choking as her asthma finally settled down. Shannon thought this a good chance to leave and tried to exit the room after bowing courteously. As she did, one more small cushion came flying and hit Shannon on the head. She noticed that Jessica was on the verge of crying, half her face buried in her last and favorite cushion. Aww. The face was red and neat.
お嬢様、シャロンさん、正直に言って、私 方とか変かな。
No, it's fine.
まさかお嬢様の髪はとてもお美しいと思います。じゃあ目とか変かな、鼻とか変じゃないかな。
Stop obsessing.
やっぱり喋り方がダメなのかな。
I mean, that's the one thing you shouldn't do, is start obsessing over little stuff. That never turns out well.
だから彼氏できないのかな。そんなはずはありませんよ。お嬢様はそのままで十分に素敵です。そしてその魅力はこれからもっともっと増していくと思いますよ。でも私だけ彼氏できない。
That's what literally everyone says. Honestly.
サクもヒナも彼氏できたのに私にだけできないよ。やっぱり私には魅力ないからかな。
Oh, you have a certain amount of charm. Everyone does.
文化祭に彼氏連れてくるんだって。私もその日までにはきっと彼氏いるって思って。
Well, you don't do that. Never brag. Never brag unless you can back it up.
彼氏だけできやしない。私だけ。
Aw. I feel really bad for her. Before she realized that Jessica was shedding huge tears. Jessica didn't really feel like crying, and of course she felt like supporting Shannon's progress and love as a friend. However, as she had cheered Shannon on, her true feelings had suddenly gotten mixed in, and she couldn't help but shed tears. Shannon understood Jessica's innocent and easily injured heart. The rough style of speech Jessica usually used was all just an attempt to protect that fragile heart. As a daughter and a successor of the Ushiromiya family, and as a girl isolated on Rokenjima, the only person she could express her true feelings to was Shannon. Shannon understood that, so she strongly regretted acting smug, and even if it was only a little.
ごめん、涙出ちゃうなんて私変だぜ。
That's natural.
ごめん。お嬢様は素敵な方です。そんなお嬢様に素敵な男性が現れないわけがありません。シャノン、もう時間だろ。早く行かないとまた現地さんや母さんに怒られるぜ。私は全然平気だから早く行きなよ。悪いな、泣いちゃったりなんかしてさ。バカみてえだぜ、私。
She needs a fucking hug. Jessica faced away, acting as though she didn't really want to trouble Shannon, waving her hand as though chasing Shannon away. Shannon took that as a sign that Jessica didn't want to be bothered anymore, bowed her head and left the room. When Shannon's footsteps disappeared into the distance, Jessica lay down on her bed, still hugging a cushion. Her expression was still a little meek, with tears in her eyes. And that's sad. But for the first time in a long time, she had a very, very quiet and honest conversation with her heart. Of course she does. I don't think anyone, well, I don't want to say anyone, but I think the majority of people would love that if they haven't found it already. I think that's just completely understandable. As Shannon happily watered the flower beds in the garden, she sensed someone's presence. She turned around, thinking that one of the family had come to visit. She must greet them. But what she saw was that witch. Oh my god, fuck off!
ベアトリーチェ様。
久しぶりよの。どうだ
Shit.
その後、そなたの思い人との仲は順調か
Yeah, sure. As Beatrice sat on the rose arbor, she happily blew on her pipe. Sitting in a place like that would crush the roses, and it might have been dangerous if the arch fell over, but this was a witch after all. Showing concern for her safety was probably a waste of time.
はい。おかげさまで順調です。
当然よ。わらわの魔法はてきめんである。そなたにはまるで二人が出会うのはあらかじめ決められた運命であったかのように感じているかもしれん。だがそれは間違いよ。夢夢運命だなどと思うでないぞ。
I mean, I would have imagined this meeting would have happened whether she broke the mirror or not.
それは分かってます。
The witch was calling attention to something. Two things, actually. First, that Shannon's relationship with George was a fate that had been absolutely impossible under normal circumstances. Second, that the power of the witch was great enough to overturn that fact. Shannon had just gotten wrapped up in those sweet days and had started believing the illusion that fate revolved around her. But she remembered the witch's words. Originally, her relationship with George had been impossible. No, it might be impossible in the future as well.
すまぬすまぬ。医者と同じよ。病に悩めばすがるくせに、治れば感謝も忘れる。
That's not always true.
魔女が感謝された試しはないのでな。つい卑屈になってしまった。
If I ever, need medical help or anything, I thank them. Because it's a dick move not to. Because, I mean, they did help you.
許すがいい。
感謝の気持ちを忘れたことはありません。ベアトリーチェ様のお力で幸せな思いができていること、そしてそのお力がなければ私とジョージ様が寄り添う運命がなかったこと、決して忘れたことはありません。
すまぬすまぬ。いじめに来たわけではないのにな。
You just did, though.
口が悪いのはわらわが性分。許されよ。それより聞いたぞ二人きりで旅行に行ったとな。さぞや楽しかったであろう。
はい、とても楽しかったです。
Shannon's face suddenly lit up. The witch laughed lightly as though amused by the speed of that transformation.
もはやそなたの思い人は一方的に思うだけの存在ではない。互いに思われる恋人同士よ。
I mean, the same thing was happening again before the mirror broke, though.
愛に満たされた二人にとって世界はただそれだけで成立する。
So I'd imagine this is more of just bullshit.
素晴らしき理想の世界かな。
Though I don't know the purpose of breaking said mirror, though.
魔女も焼こうというもの。
Beatrice laughed pleasantly. That smile made her look as though she blessed the lovers' rendezvous from the bottom of her heart without a trace of malice. After that day, Beatrice had shown herself before Shannon every once in a while. Even now, Shannon thought of her as an unsettling being. However, she was also indebted to this person for the magic that led to her current relationship with George. So, Shannon tried with all her might not to act surprised or scared.
そうだった。ベアトリーチェ様、旅行のお土産にお菓子を買ってきたんです。よかったらベアトリーチェ様もいかがでしょうか。
I guarantee you she won't because she can't eat anything because she did not reel.
ほう、魔女に土産とな。
It seemed that even a witch who boasted of living for 1,000 years for 1,000 years hadn't imagined that she'd receive a souvenir from a sweet lover's trip. When she saw that surprised expression, Shannon thought of this witch as a friend for the first time.
ほほう。ラードと小麦粉で作った東洋クッキーか。
Okay, fucking keep proving me wrong, but whatever. Fuck it, she's still not real.
それを西洋風にチョコで包むとは、まさに和洋折衷、菓子のシルクロードよの。なんだ、何がおかしい？
いえ、失礼いたしました。
This witch, who surely held a terrifying power, was chomping down on sweets one after another, making it sound like a squirrel stuffing walnuts into its mouth. After a while, Shannon couldn't conceal her laughter.
しそうになったぞ。そなたには今度ネロのドルチェビータでも振る舞おうぞ。
Oh yeah, sure.
バラは永遠の愛の象徴。今のそなたにはバラのドルチェこそがふさわしかろう。
The witch was in a great mood, fully enjoying modern candy.
これ本当にありがとうございました。もう私には十分だと思いますのでお返しします。
The thing Shannon had softly set on the table was a gold-colored butterfly brooch.
返さずともよい。それに持ち続けていれば二人の仲はこれからも永劫に盤石であろうが。
出会いのきっかけは確かに魔法の力で与えてもらったかもしれません。でもその出会いを永遠のものにする努力は二人で協力し合って続けていくものだと思います。
愛もバラと同じか。過ぎた世日は目を腐らせる。
True.
苦労せねば育めぬ花もあろう。ならば好きにするがよい。身につけず宝石箱の中にしまうもよかろう。
In a box it goes.
それはそなたに送ったわらわの好意だ。それを返されてはわらわも愉快ではない。
申し訳ございません。そういう意味で言ったわけじゃ。
気を害してなどおらぬ。そのブローチはすでにそなたのもの。わらわとの友情の証にせいぜい大事にしてくれれば少しは気も慰む。